Welcome to Yoga with Tracy. This is a 20-minute yin yoga practice where we will passively encourage the body to deeply release mind and body tension. No props required, but you might like to grab a blanket, a couple of pillows or cushions to help soften some of the postures, and when you're ready, meet me on your mat. Hi, I'm Tracy. Let's begin lying face down in a pranasana called Sleeping Owl. Feet about hip width apart, lifting the torso. Thread your right arm underneath the left at shoulder height, about 90-degree angle away from the body, palm facing up. Forehead on the mat and stretching your left arm forward and resting your palm face down. Relaxing your fingertips and feeling a sense of spaciousness in the palms of both hands. If your neck feels strained, try placing one of the props under your forehead. And if reaching the arm overhead is too uncomfortable, try bending the elbow so you can rest your forehead on your forearm. Once you've come into the pose to an appropriate depth, come into stillness. Bring your focus to your breath, a smooth, steady breath in and out through your nose. Long, slow inhalations and long, slow exhalations. In today's practice, we'll be holding each posture for around 2 minutes. After explaining each posture, I will become silent to give you the chance to drop inwards as you allow the body the opportunity to slow down, deeply relax, and encourage the body to release mind and body tension. Let's repeat on the other side. Lifting your forehead and bring your right hand back underneath your shoulder with the torso lifted, easing into Sleeping Owl, threading your left arm underneath your right. Find your edge. A sensation should feel like a gentle tug. It can take your body a few seconds to relax into the posture. You might then like to make a few adjustments to allow yourself to go deeper. Once you've found your edge, not too intense, not too relaxed, remain still and present and use your breath to deeply relax. Long, slow inhalations and long, slow exhalations. As you surrender into the pose, feel the tension releasing from the shoulders. Let your body melt into the floor. Slowly releasing out of the pose, interlacing your fingers underneath your forehead, taking your elbows wide, softening your shoulder blades, and rolling your forehead side to side on your hands. Taking a moment here as we relax the neck and face. Bringing the head back to stillness, placing your hands under your shoulders and pushing yourself up into a kneeling position. Moving into an ankle stretch, you may wish to soften this posture with a folded blanket or a cushion. You may like to place the prop between your thighs and calves. This will help to decrease the pressure in the knees. Working on stretching and strengthening the ankles. Sitting up nice and tall, resting your hands softly on your thighs. This may be enough, otherwise leaning back on your hands and lifting your heart up towards the sky. This version gives a very gentle back bend, and you can lift the knees off the floor, and if comfortable and want to deepen further, you could try holding the knees and gently pull them upwards. You want to push yourself to a point where you feel a deep sensation. The yoga term for comfortable discomfort, to help stretch your fascia and ligaments. Work to find stillness. Avoid fidgeting or moving around as best you can in order to release into the posture. Try to relax, no pushing or pulling, and taking a slow, steady breath. If you notice the attention is not on your breath, gently guide it back. Your slow, deep, even breath will create a relaxed nervous system, helping to calm your mind, which in turn will help the breath become slower and more even. Gently coming out of the posture by leaning forwards and bringing your hands to the floor in front of the knees. Before moving on to our next posture to help increase mobility in the hip flexors, moving into a counter pose called downward facing dog. With your hands slightly ahead of your shoulders, from a tabletop position, curling the toes under, pushing your hips up and coming into an upside down V. Straightening the legs as much as comfortable. Relaxing your head between your arms and pressing the hands into the mat. Really enjoy that full body stretch. Moving into sleeping swan, either from this position or from all fours. Bring your right knee forwards behind your right wrist. Check that the back leg is straight. Leaning to the right side and checking how the right knee feels. If okay, flex the foot and move it forwards. But if the knee feels stressed, bring the foot close in towards the hip. You can even sit on the foot. Remaining with arms straight or slowly walking your hands forwards and lowering down in stages. You can come down onto your elbows or lying completely over your right leg. This is an intense posture. If you find you're leaning to one side, place a folded blanket under your bent knee's hip to centre the weight between your hips. Using props can make yin yoga accessible to all. It's about finding the right amount of support as we passively encourage the body to deeply release mind and body tension. It doesn't matter your age or how flexible you are, this is your own personal journey. Let your body slowly open up as we work towards improving joint mobility, boosting circulation, and reducing deep held tension. Gently and slowly, using your hands to push yourself back up. Curling your back toes under and pushing yourself up into downward facing dog. Really enjoy this full body stretch before we move on to the other side. Bringing your left foot forwards, knee behind the wrist. Moving into the variation that is right for you today. Take your time, there's no need to rush. All you want to do as you hold this asana is to breathe deeply and relax. As we continue to stimulate a flow of energy in the body to release those blockages limiting our range of motion. To release, lifting your torso, tucking your back toes under, lifting your hips as you gently unfold the left leg, and coming back into your downward facing dog. Nice, deep, slow, even breaths as you push your heels towards the mat. On your next exhale, lowering your knees. Coming to kneeling, then taking your seat to one side. Have your props handy and lowering yourself onto your back. Keeping your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Get your back comfortable. Feet and knees together. Place your arms into cactus style position, dropping your knees out to the sides, making a diamond shape with the legs. Allow gravity to open the hips, but if this does get too intense, place some props under your knees for support, and this will stop you from overstretching. In this reclined butterfly variation, it is both a great chest and hip opener. Focus on being still. Enjoy the movement and stay connected to your breath. Bringing your hands to the outside of your knees and gently lifting them back to centre. Keeping the knees bent, take the feet to the edges of the mat. Knees in line with the feet, hands softly resting on your stomach. Exhaling as you drop your knees over to the right. Inhaling back to centre, exhaling to the left. Inhaling to centre, exhaling to the right, and holding for a few breaths. Feeling the stretch in the upper thighs and hips. Inhaling to centre, exhaling to left, inhaling to centre, exhaling to right, inhaling to centre, exhaling to left and holding. Inhaling as you draw the knees back to centre. Lengthen your legs along the mat, feet about hip width apart, letting your feet fall open on either side. Arms alongside the body but slightly away from your torso. Palms facing upwards and letting the fingers softly curl in. Finishing today's practice in Shavasana. Do try not to skip this. It allows us the time to integrate the work we've done in the class and absorb all the benefits before continuing with your day or evening. Closing your eyes, making any final adjustments so you're completely comfortable. Your breath smooth and slow, relaxing your whole body. Beginning to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, softly opening the eyes, bringing your palms together in front of your heart space and whispering Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button below. And please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss when I upload a new video. It's also a great way to help support free yoga on the internet.